And at the time, you're doing acting gigs, indie, but you're also, are you your Uber driver at this point?
Not yet.
Okay.
So, because this is August of 2017.
Okay.
So I started feeling better by October. I told my husband, I was like, I'm gonna go drive Uber. Because now I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm doing these videos every day. I don't know why. Because God, he spoke to me, he said, listen, you were trying to get a TV show out doing stand-up. You was reaching like 15, 30 people a night. You start doing these videos, you're gonna reach thousands in minutes. And I said, well, Lord, I ain't even got thousands of followers to reach in minutes. Most of my followers was my family and my friends back in North Carolina,
Yeah. All 20 of
Listen,
them.
okay? But I was like, I gotta be obedient.
Yeah.
And so, and I was also doing things on my personal Facebook page. I ain't know nothing about monetizing. I ain't know none of that stuff. Excuse me. And so I was like, all right, I'm going live every day. I'm cooking in my kitchen. When I find stuff, I tell people, oh, I found a vegan option. I would get like 30 people on my lives, 100 views after, a day or two on my videos. And if you watch like some of my earlier videos, I would cry on the video sometime while I was cooking because I'm like, I don't know why God got me doing this. He told me thousands in minutes. It is 33 people on here. What do he have me do? And I also never wanted to do anything with food. Never.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just being obedient. And so October is when I told my husband, I'm going to go drive Uber because now I'm feeling good. And I had, my savings, what little bit that I had was gone, and my husband is my partner, not my provider. And so I was like, I'm going to go get discovered in my car because I'm in LA. I'm probably going to pick up a director or a producer. They're going to love me. Okay. And I'll call you from the set. That's how my mind be working. And my husband's like, okay, Tab. All right. So I started driving Uber in October. And December 30th, I dropped somebody off at, by Whole Foods. And I was still new vegan. I always know Whole Foods got a vegan option. So I went in there. I was like, I'm going to put myself on a little Uber break. Give me a little breakfast. And I went in and got a sandwich. I had never heard of vegan bacon at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the sandwich, the TTLA. And ate the first half. And I was like, oh, shoot, I need to do a video to tell people I found a new vegan option. So I did the video sitting in my car. And I went on back to driving Uber. When I got home and I turned my, notifications on, my phone was like going crazy. I was like, who watching this video? The video had like 50,000 views. And I was like,
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the next morning, it had over 100 and some thousand. And I told my husband, I said, I think I'm going viral. And he was like, what that mean? I was like, I don't know. He's like, was you going to make some money? I was like, I don't know. And 4 days later, Whole Foods DM'd me on Facebook. And they were like, we saw your video. We'd love to partner with you. And I partnered with them. That was like my first partnership. The sandwich was like something that had never happened for Whole Foods. The sandwich was only available in the Southern California region.
Mm-hmm.
But after the video, people were requesting it nationwide. So in 30 days, they rolled it out all over the nation. And it became like it was like my sandwich. I had also changed the name of the sandwich because in my excitement, I said the name of the sandwich wrong. So they changed the name of the sandwich to TTLA.
Yeah.
And so I changed their market for them. It had never been done. And I think Steve said over 30 years. He was like, how did you do that? I also gave them a new customer.
And so you changed their market.
Right. So they had, Whole Foods was not a place where Black people were shopping. Right. Especially not like my following, right? Which grew overnight. There were churches in the South taking buses to go to the nearest Whole Food together to try the sandwich. People were planning trips to go to Whole Foods because, like, where I'm from, there's no Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
You got to drive about 45 minutes to an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was giving them that, and it sold out every day for 9 months straight. Like, they couldn't keep it in stock. Even the bacon, that company reached out.
It's Tempe bacon?
Yeah, it was Tempe.
Tempe bacon, tomato, lettuce, and avocado.
Yep.
TTLA.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I put a little pickle on it. Okay.
Don't forget that. How can I forget the pickle?
But yeah, so that's what began this part of Tab. And I realized, I was like, oh, wait, I can really make money doing this. Okay. I don't know how it's going to keep happening, but I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. And what that was being organic, being in the moment. And I've continued to do that.
How? Listen, so within a week, you got 1 million views. Obviously, they reach out within the first week to say we want to partner. At that point, because it's like, who do you even follow to say like this is how you partner with a major brand?
I called all my friends that had been doing influencer work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what do I do? How much do I charge? And nobody would help me. They wouldn't tell me. So I was like, okay, I know how SAG work, like the union, but it's a different world. And I had a manager at the time that I had just signed with to try to like start getting like auditions in Atlanta. And she knew nothing. And all my old agents knew nothing about social media. They were like, girl, this is just a little phase.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they couldn't help me. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to just go as big as I can and ask for a crazy amount of money and see what they say. And they were like, we can't give it to you at once, but what if we break it up and you do a couple of other things throughout the year for us? And I was like, okay, right? 'Cause I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even have an attorney at this time, you know? And then I had a friend who was a producer, Stephen Love, and he's super smart. And he and I had been trying to develop a show together. And I called Stephen, I said, you gonna be my manager. And he was like, oh, no, Tab, I ain't a manager, I'm a producer. I said, I know, but I didn't prayed about it, and God told me you gonna be my manager. And so me and Stephen figured it out together. And we probably did about 56 deals together. And when one deal was like, okay, this money, when they said yes too quick, we was like, oh, we know we was too low. So on the next deal, we was like, go higher and see what they say. Oh, they said, yeah, oh, we still too low. So that's how we kind of learned over the years. You know, we worked together for like 2 years. We're still producing partners. Like, he's still my number one. That's my guy. But now, of course, I have a team, and then really learned that, oh, we was real low. I could have been making more money, but
so let me ask you, because I want to go back to this social media because it's interesting. You gained 2 million followers in 5 weeks. Is that correct?
So that is on TikTok. So that happened.
Oh, that happened
years later.
After.
Yeah, that was 2020. Yeah. So December 30th of 2017, I had no, just normal followers. By January 4th, I had like, I can't even tell you, not 1 million, but hundreds of that. They were just happening every day on Facebook.
On Facebook was your
I was only on
thing.
Facebook.
Only on Facebook.
Yeah, I would post a little bit on Instagram, but Facebook was my platform.
Okay.
And I probably gained maybe 1 million. No, I was like 500,000 by 2020. So from 2018 to 2020, I had like 500,000 on Facebook, and I had 300,000 on Instagram. March of 2020. My daughter told me to get on TikTok. And I was like, girl, with them kids. She was like, Mommy, you can be like the mom of TikTok. Like, do your recipes, do your inspirational videos, the same stuff I do on Facebook. I got on there. The first week I went viral on TikTok. In 30 days, I had 1 million followers. A week later, I had 2 million. And it just kept growing.
So what are some best practices that you use for social? Because it might have started as a mistake, but you don't have that level of success by accident. So you have to be doing things that you know are working, and you've mastered it, right? So
Well, for me, I was doing what was real and natural for me. I never planned a post unless it was a branded post. And I still don't do that. I do what I feel, right? When I was first doing videos, it's like what I had a taste for. That's what I'm gonna cook. And I'm gonna just share that with people.
There's no like second take, or
no,
it's not staged.
It would be live,
just organic. This is just it is.
The camera would be on. It would be live. So whatever happened.
Did you ever feel the pressure to try to have success? Obviously, you were doing the videos. You got one that goes ridiculously viral. Mm-hmm. Do you feel in the back of your mind like, wait, I gotta create something similar to have the same type of success, or it's like I'm just sticking to the script of what I know?
I'm gonna stick, because you gotta also remember, I didn't know the world, right?
Right.
I didn't know
you don't know what you don't know.
So I was just like, I'm gonna just keep being consistent, right? I'm gonna just keep doing the videos. They like that, I guess they'll like this. If they don't, they don't. But I'm only really doing what I think God has called me to do right now. I'm just trying to be obedient, because I also didn't want to do nothing with food. So from him to bless me in a way that I had not planned, because I had many plans for acting. I mean, I could give you the layout. Food was never a part of my plan. So I was like, I just got to trust God and keep doing this every day and sharing. But I had no recipe for success other than being true to who I am.